everyone, welcome back to this channel. Let's talk about something that a whole lot of people ignore until it is too late. Let me ask you this question. When someone starts pulling away from you, you feel it, right? The energy changes, the warmth disappears, they still talk to you, but the connection feels empty. Today, I want to help you understand why this happened. The signs you should never ignore in relationship. When you see the signs in your relationship, you have to tackle it immediately, because when someone is silently pulling away, there's always a reason behind it. They don't just wake up and take that decision. They don't just wake up and begin to pull away. There's always a reason behind it. And when you identify this on time, you can tackle it on time, you can address it on time, and avoid a whole lot of disappointment and hurts in the future. Number one, they become unavailable. At first, it seems small. They stop replying quickly, they stop picking your calls, and suddenly they become super busy. They're always busy to respond to your chat on time. They're always busy to respond to your calls on time. They're always super busy to respond to your messages on time. But this somebody that before you call, they're always there to pick. In fact, they do more of the calling. They're always there to reply to your SMS on time. They're always there to chat you and to respond to your chat almost immediately. But suddenly, there's a shift. And all they could say is, I'm busy with work, I'm busy with this. The truth is, no one is too busy for someone they truly loves. They create time for someone they love. They create time for the appointment. They create time to call, to check on them. They create time to care for the affection and the emotion. They create time to be with them. No one can be too busy for who they love. It cannot happen. They can never be too busy for who they value. They can never be too busy for you. If their emotion for you is still intact, they are not too busy. They are just emotionally disengaging. They are testing how you react if they slowly step back. What can you do differently? How will it affect you, or how does it affect you? They take a step backward to also see your reaction, to know how far and how best you love them. And if they continue doing that and see that you're not even noticing it, it makes them feel not being loved, not being heard, not being seen. And number two, affection reduces without any proper explanation. No more I love you, no more I cherish you, no more I'm missing you, no more hug, no more kisses. They cannot even maintain an eye contact, no more random care. No, you don't see those again. They don't show you those affection anymore. They don't show you those love anymore. That shift means something. It means something that you need to address quickly. They might be struggling internally with the relationship. There may be something you are doing that they do not like. There may be something in that relationship that they are not enjoying. Maybe they have tried to talk to you about it, but you've not been listening to them. You blatantly refuse to listen to them. You blatantly refuse to change. And because of that, they decide to take a shift, or they have already checked out emotionally. Just pray that it doesn't go that bad. It can be that they have already checked out. It's very possible. When you don't see those care again, they cannot even maintain an eye contact. They don't even want to have a long discussion with you. It could also mean that they have emotionally checked out with you and you are super alone in that relationship. It's not always cheating. Sometimes it is emotional fatigue. It is not all the time that a woman withdraws emotionally that you think that she's cheating, or it's because she's seeing another man. No, it's not all the time. I'm not saying that it's not one of the reasons. It is one of the reasons. Of the truth, it is one of the reasons, but it is not always about cheating. It's not always about seeing another person. It's not always about that. It could be an emotional fatigue. And number three, you start feeling like you are forcing it. You are the one testing first. You are the one planning everything in that relationship. And you tell yourself, maybe they are just tired. Maybe they are no longer interested. Why am I the only person pushing this relationship? Why am I the only person trying to ensure things work out for both of us? Why am I the only person trying to make sure that everything is going on well in this relationship? No, that's not emotional balance. It is emotional imbalance. There's no emotional balance in such a relationship. When you start begging for attention, the connection is no longer mutual. When they are no longer giving you that care, that attention, that love, also trying to do some certain things to ensure the relationship works out, that's emotional imbalance. Number 4, you feel tension you can't explain. They are always quiet. They are always irritated with no clear reason. They are always distant. That's emotional confusion. They are confusing you emotionally. You are trying to understand them based on this one, and they are bringing this other one. You don't even know what to do again in order to please them. They make the relationship so toxic. They make it so difficult. They don't put in any effort in that relationship. They are battling between staying and leaving. Any little thing they threaten you of leaving the relationship. They behave as if they are doing you a whole lot of favor in that relationship. They behave as if that relationship is just about you. They behave as if they don't care if the relationship works or not. A woman that loves you will not put you under such tension. A woman that cares about you, a woman that values you, can never behave that way. They can never act that way. People are really pulled away by accident. Sometimes it's shifting within them. They don't just pull away immediately. They don't just wake up and decide to pull away. It's always happen at one step at a time. And that shift always leaves a trace. Yes. When you start analyzing their behavior, their attitude, most especially the recent one, you know that a whole lot has been happening. That it was work in progress, that it did not just happen. They did not just wake up and leave. They did not just wake up and to take that decision. It's something that they have been doing over time. They have been taking it one step at a time until they finally moved. Okay, so they cannot just wake up and move. They cannot just wake up and take that decision. It is something that they have been doing over time. And finally, conversation feel drained. Before now, you guys talk about everything. You joke, you talk about the future, you talk about your dreams, you talk about your aspiration, you talk about your day. Like you talk about everything. But now, only short replies. I'm okay. Well, sing however you like. It's not a problem. I'm fine. Short and precise. They don't have time for long conversation, and even when you try to bring back those vibes, they turn you off immediately. They don't feel comfortable going that route with you anymore. They don't. They don't feel comfortable doing that with you again. They don't. They don't care how you feel. They don't care what you think. They don't care what your dreams are. They don't just care. It's a sign of emotional detachment. You need to look at it critically before you end up hurting yourself. They are no longer investing emotionally in that relationship. They're really pulling away. They are not giving in anything into that relationship again. Their emotion is not there. Their finances is not there. Not physically, not emotionally, nothing. They are preparing their heart for distance. They are preparing their heart for a space. They are preparing their heart for a whole lot of things that you cannot even envisage in that relationship. And here is the truth, the honest truth. Pulling away does not always mean it is over, but it always means that there is a gap in your relationship. There's something you guys need to talk about. There's issues you guys need to address. There's a gap in your relationship that you guys need to sit down to balance. Sometimes the relationship can still be saved, but only if both people are honest about what they feel. Right from the beginning of your relationship, define it. Make it clear and precise. When you guys are honest, when the both of you are honest in your relationship, it makes it easier. So don't chase blindly. Always pause and communicate with calmness. And if they still care, if they really care, if they're still interested, they will open up. And if not, you will finally know your stand. You will finally know where you are. And you have this peace in you. You know you've tried, it was not your fault. You did nothing wrong. It's just their loss. It's just their decision. I know it will hurt you. You'll be hurt. Of course, you're a human being. You'll be hurt. But with time, you'll have that peace. I tried. I did nothing wrong. I tried to make it work, but she was not just interested. Or she didn't think I was good enough for her. So you have that peace. Knowing that you did something right, knowing that you did something well, you did something that give you pride as a man, you have that peace. And if this spoke to you, kindly give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel for more love and live discussion every week. Don't always forget, always remember that silence and distance always speak, even when words don't. Listen to what their actions are saying, and trust me, you hear it clearly. It will come out clearly, it will come out boldly, and you will always be thankful of doing that. See you on my next video. See you next time. Thank you for always being here to support me. Thank you for your love and your encouragement. And to my first timer, thank you for staying tuned to this channel and also subscribing to this channel. I always love you guys and will forever and always love you guys. Bye for now.